Today on Suncoast View, island life on Siesta Key could get busier after a zoning change. We'll discuss.
Actress and comedian Rita Rudner is headlining at McCurdy's Comedy this weekend. And today she joins us to talk comedy, careers, and more.
And grab your power tools. Maker's Market is here with a do-it-yourself project. All that more right now on Suncoast View.
Welcome to the show. We've got a lot of fun planned today. Les McCurdy is with us.
Thrilled.
Yes. Honored as we are.
I get to be here without Pam.
Yes. We've bought someone else to keep you in line. We are also very thrilled and honored to have comedian Rita Rudner with us.
Wow.
You did not know part of your job was keeping Les in line, did you?
No, but he looks like he's going to a Western royal wedding.
I am.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, yeah. Roy Rogers' younger son.
Yes.
If Reba McEntire married somebody who's Western, because I don't know anything, that's what I would wear.
Well, get me an invitation, for God's sake.
Well, the hat is a little confusing because it does look very proper,
Yeah,
yet
but then
it's leather.
Except for the diamond in the front.
Oh, you mean this?
Yeah, like steampunk a little bit.
It is steampunk.
Yes.
You know that, Joey.
I don't know what that is, but now I do.
Just throw it out there every once in a while.
Yeah, and he gets really good reception with that
I
right
did,
in the
I
middle.
did. Very much.
I'm using it as a mirror, and I can see that I have a little lipstick on my teeth. 'Cause it's
Well,
really
he
shiny.
knows steampunk because that's a guy he dated years ago. Come on, tell the truth.
Oh, God.
I told you have to keep them in line, Rita.
I failed already. We're 2 minutes in, and I'm like John Kelly. I can't keep control of it.
I'll tell you,
they're off.
Don't tweet.
I'm not. I'm not.
No tweeting.
And I'm going to say again, I thank you for coming to Sarasota,
I
Rita.
love Sarasota.
I mean,
it's a little bit of paradise, isn't it?
It is a little bit.
I don't
Better
tell
with you here.
but I don't tell people too much because I don't want it to get overcrowded.
Good.
That's what
Thank
happens.
you.
I say, people ask me how is Sarasota.
How's Sarasota?
Yes.
Good, good.
Okay, is that good? I don't say that. I don't say.
Yeah, just
Okay.
say it's all right.
It's
You know.
Well, I'll practice that answer, I think.
I think that is a good idea. Well, I know something that is better than and that is our friend in the kitchen today. We welcome back Nikita from Geyer's Sausage Kitchen. What are we making?
So today, well, I mean, like talking Sarasota, we have great weather pretty much year round, so I love grill food. Today, I have a Cajun gumbo skewer. So it's kind of like a gumbo on a kebab stick.
All right.
Yes.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Little spice like you?
Yes, a little spice, a little fried okra, some veggies, a little bit of everything.
You know what I call it? Free lunch.
That too.
She's calling us on all our tricks very quickly today.
Free lunch.
And we are all in for that as well. All right, well, something fun happened today. Dancing with the Stars came out with their latest list of their celebrities on the upcoming show. This is my favorite picture ever. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar dancing with a teeny tiny blonde. So this is the all-athlete show, and there are some fun names involved. From Adam Rippon from the last Winter Olympics. I would assume he is going to be very good since he's obviously a talented ice skater and already a good dancer. Tanya Harding.
This will be interesting.
Absolutely. Les, come on, I know you're holding back.
Well, I mean, you know, Rita, I mean, what are you going to say, the old state? I mean, I'll tell you what, after that movie came out, Tanya, the thing should just go through the roof. I thought that was incredible.
You know what was scary about that movie? Her mother reminded me of me.
That would be scary.
Do it again. Do it better. Oh, I always have a parrot on my shoulder.
A cigarette.
Yeah. Hey, that's not good enough.
It's going to be tough for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, though, because he's so tall. It's harder for tall men to dance. It
I
really
would
is. There's just
think.
more
We
body
can
to
hardly
move.
reach her. She's so low down.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's so shorter than him.
Yeah, I would be afraid. Lance Armstrong, they considered it, but then the steroid thing. It wouldn't be fair.
There's a bunch of football players. I mean, can you think about the way they could pick up and toss those little women? I mean, that could be
As
fun.
long as they catch them, I think.
Yeah,
I'm concerned.
that would be bad.
So I think I'm interested this time around.
I do too. Good idea.
Yeah, I agree,
yeah.
ABC. We like the.
It's going to be awesome. A slam dunk.
Yes, it is, Les.
He knows the lingo.
You know what? When I was living in Los Angeles, he had Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had a house, and it was for sale. And Martin, my husband Martin, and I went to look at it, and it was good, except everything was so high. You know? And I couldn't reach any of the cups. I wonder who bought that thing.
Another NBA player.
Ceilings, and it was, well, I got to get a stepladder to get coffee, you know, so no.
How much was it?
It was quite a bit. He was very wealthy, and I bet he still is.
I would think so.
The price was up there too. Yeah, everything was
Everything was high.
Yeah, everything was high.
All right, well, it is time for our first hot topic. And after a lot of heckling, the Sarasota County Commission okays a zoning change for a proposed hotel on Siesta Key. Ask Gary founder Gary Kampathakris wants to build a boutique hotel near Stickney Point and Midnight Pass roads. But because it would be taller than 35 feet, he had to ask for zoning permission. Well, many residents came to the meeting to heckle Gary and his proposal, citing concerns that if taller buildings are allowed on Siesta Key, it's going to start looking like Miami and Fort Lauderdale. Thoughts?
Well, there's a reason we don't want this place looking like Miami or Fort Lauderdale. You know, then we're attracting more of these Brooklyn people into town, you know, and we just can't have it. You know, that's my neighborhood. That's my hood over there. And
We need a hotel, don't we? I mean,
there isn't a hotel.
I know.
This is the only beach community that has no hotels at all. You got to stay in a condo.
Yeah, you've got to stay a long time.
Yeah, but they just don't want it to be too tall, right?
No.
And he wants to go how high?
I'm not sure.
35
He had to ask for permission to go higher than 35 if it's going to be
This
with
whole
close.
conversation is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar again.
We're
Right,
back.
too tall.
We're back.
Too
How
tall.
high? Too tall. How high?
Everything's too tall. Midnight Pass, is it, and it's going to be on the beach? Is it going to be on the beach? Is it going to be Bayside? Do we know any of these things?
I believe they're talking about having it on the beach, which is the concern that once they make that, this is what I'm understanding, once they make that concession for him, then they would be making it for all hotels.
Oh, they're
and then
opening it
it's
up.
They're
opening
opening
it
the
up
door to
to
having.
No, it all goes back to kindergarten. If I give you gum, I have to give everybody else gum. So I can't give you gum. I can't let you chew. It all you learn everything in nursery school that you need to know in life.
I read that book.
Well, and it's tough for the businesses that are just off of the Key, because I think that they rely on the fact that people will come play on Siesta Key and then they have to stay off of the Key. So you might get them for groceries or restaurants, dinner. And so if they stay on the Key the whole time, it will hurt some of the places over on Stickney Point and some of those other neighborhoods.
So if we go up a little higher, what we get? 20 more people?
Right.
20
Yeah, let's
more?
go down a little bit and have a hotel.
Let's make it
There's-
wider.
There's no
Wider. How about
land.
wide?
Think about the land. This is beachfront.
Hey, an underground hotel. That's all I'm saying. I'm
love
like
it already.
Elon Musk. I think out of the box, out of the spaceship. You go down.
Down.
Instead of
You
up.
will need scuba gear.
And well, no,
That's
you do.
okay.
You just
That's okay.
you go down and it's all glass.
No.
And then you cut away. It's like an aquarium.
You don't need curtains because there's no light.
No, but you see right into the Gulf. The
amazing.
fish come right up to you.
You should
I
been
have
at
one
the
thing
meeting.
to say, and that is,
Last
we
ask
did it.
Gary.
We did it.
Go down.
Down.
Down,
We'll
Gary.
pass it on. We'll pass it on. All right. Have you ever come home from a vacation needing a vacation because you just packed in too much while you were traveling? Well, a travel column in the Telegraph says that it may explain why the hottest travel trend among millennials is not always to be doing something. Sometimes you go somewhere to do nothing at all, like a getaway cabin, where the focus is taking away your contact with the outside world. People apparently want to be more bored. Would you do a trip like this?
It sounds really fun. Although next week I'm going on a vacation with all my old girlfriends. We started in TV in the 1960s.
Oh, wow.
So I won't be able to talk when I get back. I will have talked so much.
But you do things. I have never
We do
known you
things.
to sit.
Oh, no, we're doing things all the time.
Yeah, you're always touring.
Yeah,
Would
I
you
just like
want
to go alone and sit still for a
There's
while.
that theory that when you're bored, or you go to pick up your phone or something, if you would wait, whatever comes after that is an area of like either self-discovery or new ideas that we grab our phone to kind of distract ourselves.
You know where you need to vacation? The underground hotel. There's no reception. There's no light. It's like being a deprivation tank.
Yes.
That's good.
Doesn't that sound lovely?
And that's where your ideas can
Yes.
come
I
from.
love that.
And
It's
nobody will want to come visit you.
No, who wants to go to an underground motel?
and you don't even have to leave town.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I don't know about that kind of vacation because that's my life anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
right.
you're very boring.
I don't do anything. And they just came out with that study, right, that more intelligent people like being bored, like being alone.
None of us have
No,
ever-
it was just a thing that was in the news and all that last week.
Are you saying
NPR.
my daughter is stupid?
I don't know your daughter that well, but
she
she's
likes company and she's active. She does things. Are you saying she's stupid?
she's
We wanna
obviously an idiot.
Oh,
If she likes all that,
Go to a royal
anything,
wedding.
don't know
I'm
anything.
pushing you out.
Well, we went on a
Just sit
vacation.
alone.
I'm like the youngest of 4 boys, and we fought a lot when we were kids. And on vacation was when we would kind of stop bickering and kind of find common ground. And when I look back on our family vacations when I was little, it was some of our best times as brothers. So I get that you want to take all the distractions away from vacation and make the family actually connect.
I can remember that, and I've had a few friends of mine tell me it's the same dynamic. We went on family vacation. Dad wanted to do nothing. He wanted to sleep late.
Yes.
Nobody bug him. Don't talk to me. Just wanted to sit in a corner, have a drink, smoke a cigar, leave him alone. Mom, on the other hand, let's go.
Yeah.
We
Right.
got stuff to do. So I don't know where it depends. But I think that what you do on your vacation is you build in 2 days on the front, 2 or 3 days on the back where you do nothing.
Yeah.
Right, and
I
then get
agree.
some fun in the middle.
And fun
I
in the
agree.
middle. Fun in the middle.
Fun in
Kind
the
of goes
middle.
with that business.
Right.
This summer, I did a cruise to Alaska, and I was lucky. Oprah asked me to do a show on her cruise to Alaska on one of the big cruise lines.
Oprah called you.
Miss Oprah. Well, one of her people. Okay, not actually Oprah. She goes, you call that whatever that lady's name is that tells jokes to strangers. So, and we went, and that's why I think cruises are so good, because you get to relax and you read books that you didn't think you were going
Right.
to read, and you, oh no, that was wrong. Why did I do that? you do. I went like this. That was the wrong way. I
On
went the-
vacation, you could do that. though.
not only do I drive on the wrong side, where I do this side. So anyway,
sassy.
so then, but then we went to Alaska, and we could do all these fun things. And Molly is like this. You know, I'm the one who is the daredevil in the family, which is not saying much, because you know my husband's English. His idea of like to do something daring is to read very fast. So Molly says, you know, Mom, what are we going to do? So we took a helicopter and we hiked on a glacier. And it was really good, because then I could come back to the hotel and, oh my God, I did that. And then we got dragged by wild dogs, you know, around.
Fun.
So it was really fun. So I think that's why people like those things so much, because you get bursts of activity, and then you go and you're in the middle of the ocean, there's nothing to do.
Now,
Yep.
was the dragging by wild dogs part of an excursion, or was that just an accidental
an
dragging?
accident, yeah.
You
We
were just
all of
walking
a
down the
sudden-
street, and boom, they come get you?
It was so much fun, I have to tell you. And you know, you see those gorgeous dogs that drag people in the movies.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen. It's called mushers.
Yeah.
You know about mushers?
Yes.
And it's
Do
a
they
whole-
really yell that?
It's a career. No, they don't. I mean, I didn't hear that. But they're like dogs who have been bred, but they're not gorgeous dogs, because when they get that big fur, they get dirty and they get mud in them and they get heavy. So you can't really have those kinds of dogs. And they're like, and we had this woman, and she said, "Line it up, Tinder. Line it up. Line it up, Tinder. Line it up." And Tinder kept going this way. "We're just training Tinder. She's not really there yet. Line it up, Tinder." It was the best thing ever.
It sounds like it.
Very
I
fun.
might have, if you let me go somewhere else, I'll find it on my phone.
All right, okay.
There somewhere.
Not yet. We'll give you in just a minute. Well, some of the best business ideas are created over cocktails. Well, in this case, the idea goes in the cocktail. A young entrepreneur makes fancy ice cubes for a living.
I saw this in the Times yesterday.
These are
How
called
pretty.
disco cubes. They feature different things suspended in the ice as decoration. So the woman was raised in Wisconsin. I love this. She was inspired by the frozen fish she saw as a kid, because in Wisconsin, the lakes ice over and the fish get frozen in the lake. So she now suspends herbs, flowers, vegetables, or even your company logo.
I
Isn't that
love that
So when it
creativity.
melts, you've got your company logo at the bottom of your glass.
It must be made out of something edible, I hope.
I would think, I mean,
Because you don't want like a fish in the bottom of your drink.
you don't.
By the time you get to
Lisa
your glass
Wallen.
of wine, oh look, there's a dead fish, dead goldfish.
I've seen this with
wine.
mint. People will do this with the big ice cubes, and you can actually, I guess, do it at home where you fill up an ice cube tray halfway. It doesn't look as beautiful as hers, and then it'll, kind of flavor your drink as
Yeah, we
as
used to do it in
melts.
punch bowls. You know, you take a Tupperware
yes.
container
What
and
kind
throw.
of idea is this? It's been done before. Oh, do another one.
I obviously shouldn't patent it because then I would be
I know.
This
Yeah.
lady is making a living.
off of ice
Isn't that
cubes.
incredible?
Yeah, we're doing something wrong.
Yeah, well, obviously Bernie's right. The upper 1% has all the money. For God's sakes, who else could afford ice cubes?
All right, we're going to check in with our
Designer
happy hour
cubes.
forecast. And when we come back, we're going to hear more from Rita Rudner.
Good afternoon. I'm Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan with your first alert weather update. And it looks as though we're in for some big storms over the weekend. We'll get more to that in just a minute, but beautiful outside. Looking at our tower cam right now showing fair conditions out there, a little hotter than it has been, and the humidity a little higher as well. We're going to see temperatures tomorrow soar into the upper 80s as a result, again, of what appears to be south to southwest winds, which will also bring our moisture content up. And that will be just in advance of that cold front that'll move on in. So as far as we're concerned, it looks as though we will see, again, a good chance for showers and storms moving on into our weather picture beginning late Sunday. It looks like morning, early afternoon. We'll have much more on that, obviously, coming up in a little bit. We'll also talk about some cooler temperatures behind the front, which are expected to move on in on Monday and Tuesday of next week. But for the time being, things look good this evening. You have any plans outdoors? Going to the beaches to check the sunset out should not be a problem. We'll have more coming up at 5. See you then.
Rita Rudner, she's broken records in Vegas, the longest running solo comedy show. She's had HBO comedy specials, written best-selling books, been in feature films. She was here last year. There's no one I've ever been more excited to have on our stage than Rita Rudner, and thanks for being here. And we're going to do our Rita Rudner. This is our Rita Rudner segment.
Well, thank you very much. And I'm lucky enough, because I worked for so long in Las Vegas and I didn't gamble, that I don't have to do things unless I like to do them. So when you call and say, do you want to come to Sarasota? And I had such a good time last time, I said, yes, I'm coming back.
We're so glad you did.
Yeah.
We're delighted.
Glad.
Beautiful. And Rita accepts no compensation whatsoever anymore.
That's not true.
Saying it on air is not legally binding.
No, that under oath, you're not under oath when you say that. You've got to be under oath. No.
Well, one of the
no.
things that I love is that, for all of your comedy success, a lot of people don't know that you started your career on Broadway.
I was a dancer for 10 years on Broadway.
wow.
This is from Follies?
This is from Follies, and this is what I didn't know, because I was a replacement, the first replacement who went into Follies on Broadway. I went from Promises, Promises into Follies. And so that picture was a surprise to me, because when I went to see the show before I was in it, I said, oh, that's very clever, because everybody looks so white. And because we were supposed to be ghosts, how did they do that with the lighting? So then I got to my dressing room table, and there was a big bottle of white paint. And I said, what's this? And I said, this is what you paint yourself with every night. So from top to here to everywhere I had to paint myself with white paint. And in the second half of the show, we were real people, so we'd all have to get in line to shower. And we'd have to shower at intermission.
That's crazy.
And I had like white paint in the crevices of my fingers for about 10 years after that.
Oh my.
But it was so much fun, and I loved when I was a dancer.
Oh, and then Annie, you were in Annie?
I played Lily St. Regis in Annie. I was the
Yes.
prostitute, not in real life, just in the show. And that was fun too. But when I was in Annie, that's when I started to think, this is my 6th Broadway show. I've been on Broadway for 10 years. And every time I go to a show, it's so hard, and there are millions of dancers and singers and actresses who are women. There are 2 female comedians that I know. There's Joan Rivers and Phyllis Diller. I said, so why don't I try to be a comedian, because there won't be so many people at the audition. So that's what I did. I said, let's try and be a comedian. And then I found out I absolutely love comedy just as much as I love dancing, which is good, because dancing, you don't get better after you're 30. But I said
so you could do it right now?
no. And I looked and I said, you know, George Burns is still working and Gwen Verdon is dead. So I said, let's be George Burns, because you don't have to work. You stand still with the microphone. So that's it. And at the end, he was sitting down with the microphone. So that's good too.
But a lot more than that, I mean, you're hysterical, and you've been a favorite of so many. Tell us about Vegas.
I do love Vegas, and what was really great about it is we decided to adopt our child, and I didn't want to travel anymore because I was just everywhere, and my husband had a comedy club in Australia, and he had shows in England, and I had shows all over the world, and we said, well, how are we going to have a family with this going on? And then we decided Vegas is one of the only places that a performer, a comedian especially, can have a normal life, because I took a car to my show every night and the audience took a plane.
Good concept.
Yeah. I was well rested. The audience had jet lag. And people say, oh, Vegas, Vegas, Vegas. And it allowed me to be a mom, which I would never have wanted to miss that in a million years, because I was home by 10 at night. I could take my daughter to school at 7 in the morning, because I don't, look at me. Do I party? No. So it was really the best thing that could have ever happened to us.
And she's a teenager. Tell us about your daughter.
Well, I have to be careful, because it's not easy being a teenager. She recently sprained both of her optic nerves by rolling her eyes at me.
Does she think you're funny?
No, she doesn't think I'm funny at all. But that was her opening up a present that had been sent to me.
She opens your present. And you also have a beautiful dog. We're big dog lovers on the show. We want to hear about Twinkle.
Well, my dog Bonkers was in my show at Vegas. He played every hotel in Vegas, more hotels than a hooker. Bonkers was in. And he was from a show originally in Vegas called the Super Dogs. He got hit by a car, couldn't be in the show anymore, and had an artificial hip, and we took him, and I didn't make him jump, but he eventually was in the show, because they told me that dogs weren't allowed in the hotel unless they were in the show. So I put him in the show. And that little girl is Twinkle, and she's not smart enough to be in the show, but she's good. And I love dogs so much. I'm writing my autobiography, and it's called My Life in Dog Years, because it's divided up into my 4 dogs that I had. My dog when I was growing up, my dog in New York, my dog in Las Vegas, and Twinkle. So I realized that every chapter in my life is connected to a dog.
Not a bad way to live.
Yeah.
We're going to keep talking to Rita. You'll be able to catch Rita Rudner at McCurdy's Comedy Theater April 13th and 14th. For tickets and information, visit the website. You want to go quick, because they're going fast. Coming up next, Rita's going to stick around. We're going to play a game inspired by Friday the 13th.
Ooh, I'm scared.
I heard about the Dotoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Dotoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was and some additional cancers that were not found during the biopsy. I would recommend the Dotoli Cancer Center. As a group of human beings, they are unbelievably great.
20 years ago, the moviegoers of Sarasota looked up at the silver screen and wanted something more. And they got exactly what they wanted. 20 years of some of the best independent films from around the world. The most iconic Hollywood stars walking the red carpet. The most glamorous parties in Southwest Florida. 20 years building up to the most exciting announcement in, 20 years. At the Sarasota Film Festival, April 13th to the 22nd.
When money's tight and emergencies arise, CashNetUSA.com is available 24/7 to deliver quick loans for approved customers when they need it the most.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Here's today's job of the day. ABC7 is seeking an account executive to join our winning sales team. This is an outside sales position covering the Tampa DMA. Visit mysuncoast.com/job of the day to apply.
All right, well, since today is Friday the 13th, we have a special game to test our knowledge of frightening things. And our special guest, Rita Rudner, is here. She's going to be joining. All right, so these are all going to be clues that are things that people are afraid of. We are going to keep the answer up so our viewers can see, so no cheating on the monitors. All right, Les, you're first.
That's the first one? Okay, all right.
Baseball bat.
Oh, actually, good strategy.
Squash.
I think actually Linda got this.
Bat.
The answer,
oh, bats.
yes.
People are afraid of bats.
Very good
strategy.
Instead of drawing a winged bat,
he
Les
drew a
went
baseball
for
bat.
And I was thinking that if someone breaks into your house, you hit him with a bat.
Yeah.
That's scary.
I'm going to
We are on the
I'm
same
more frightened
page.
of a baseball bat than a bat.
I don't blame you. All right, good strategy, Les.
Thank you.
I don't know if we'll be able to do that with any of the rest. All right, Rita
Once again, that shows why I'm good board.
I think you cheated.
There we go.
Okay.
All right, second clue.
How do you open this? Oh, there. Okay. Well, it's easy because I'm going to do this.
You're afraid of emojis?
Oh.
The dentist.
Clown.
Spiders.
Spiders.
Yes, but I included the face of my mother-in-law in the middle.
Also something people could be afraid of.
Yeah, that would have been a good one.
Mother-in-law has a mustache.
Yeah, it's Friday the 13th, so it's a spider combination mother-in-law.
I love it. I love
okay,
it.
thank you.
It did the trick. Linda, you are up.
I'm going to hand it open because I like
Thank you,
so
because
you
I would never get
suffer
this
the
thing open,
embarrassment that I had to suffer.
All right.
Oh, I need a new page?
Oh, you know what? I think you can probably use this side.
I think I probably
There
can.
we go.
Oh.
Save a tree.
Yes, we're green on this show.
You're afraid of the Pillsbury Doughboy.
My mother-in-law.
Let's see.
Ghosts.
No.
No?
The safety crossing
Donald
guard.
Trump. It's not Donald Trump.
Military.
Prince Philip.
Oh.
What is that? Okay.
Stitches.
Somebody's been.
The mummy. The mummy.
No, more closer.
Frankenstein.
Can we please go back to the charade that we
Linda,
stretch.
it always does turn into charades.
Yes.
We're playing Pictionary. All right.
Exactly. All right. I need to be a little
Yes,
more
we'll go for
space.
This is the worst Frankenstein I've ever seen. Oh, I'm teasing.
I loved it,
one up.
Linda. Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him.
Okay.
A kitty cat.
Black cat? No.
Rats.
Got it.
Rats.
My mother-in-law.
All right, Rita.
All right. Rita, do
Rita,
one
we're
more.
gonna give you one
One more.
As our guest of honor, Rita's going to give us the last.
Okay, let me see. Oh, well, this is hard.
Something people are afraid
A ladder.
Ladders?
Walking under a ladder.
of. Ooh, that's not a bad one for Friday the 13th.
Climbing up a roof. Heights.
Heights.
Oh, yes.
We have a
Kareem
winner.
Abdul-Jabbar.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is at
It
the
all
top of
comes
the
Or
back.
Ask Gary's Hotel.
It all comes back to Kareem.
We are afraid of Ask Gary's
All right,
Hotel.
we hope that you'll come back. Rita's going to stick around. Don't forget, you can get tickets to see her this weekend, McCurdy's Comedy Theater. For tickets information, go to mccurdyscomedy.com. Coming up next, Maker's Market is going to turn us into DIY pros.
Wait, free lunch is coming. I'm doing the free lunch dance. Free lunch.
Choral Artists of Sarasota presents Saints and Singers. The powerful voices of the 40 choral artist singers are joined by acclaimed mezzo-soprano Amy Jo Connors, performing John Rutter's arrangements of such beloved spirituals as Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho, When the Saints Go Marching In, and more. The concert also features medleys highlighting hits from Broadway and the sublime music of Cole Porter. Sunday, April 15th, 7:30 p.m. at First Church, Sarasota. Tickets and info are at choralartistsarasota.org or by calling 387-4900.
As a financial expert, I tell people if you want to be successful with your credit, Credit Sesame is the best place to start. Hi, I'm Lynette Calfani-Cox, the Money Coach. Maybe you want to buy a car, a home, or just remove some financial stress. Credit Sesame can help by providing you a free credit score. Then they'll show you what's impacting your score and suggest a strategy to better manage it. Credit Sesame even recommends lending options that can save you money. Best part? It's 100% free. Get started today at creditsesame.com.
WWSB ABC 7 is an equal opportunity employer, and we're looking for qualified people to join our dynamic team. For a list of current openings and to apply online, visit www.mysuncoast.com/contact/employment. If you're a motivated team player and you want a rewarding career in a fun, fast-paced working environment, WWSB ABC 7 could be the perfect fit for you. Check out our list of openings now.
Don't miss Southwest Florida's largest barbecue and bluegrass event at the Venice Airport Festival grounds. Taste genuine competition barbecue and listen to award-winning bluegrass entertainment. Join us for a finger-licking and hot-picking good time. Free admission and parking. Go to suncoastbbqbash.com for details.
Hey kids, come learn baseball from the pros. The Bradenton Marauders are hosting baseball camp on June 5th, 6th, and 7th at Lecom Park. Boys and girls ages 6 to 14 will learn the fundamentals of hitting, pitching, and fielding from Marauders coaches and players at Lecom Park. Your camp fee includes a t-shirt, lunch daily, and one ticket to the Marauders games on these nights. To sign up, go to BradentonMarauders.com by May 14th. Sponsored by ABC 7, your Suncoast News.
Florida Studio Theater presents Blue Suede Shoes, celebrating the birth of rock and roll. From the father of rock and roll, Chuck Berry, to the king himself, Elvis Presley, this musical review features such great hits as Rock Around the Clock, Mustang Sally, Johnny Be Good, and of course, Blue Suede Shoes. Critics are calling Blue Suede Shoes a burst of rock history, dynamic and high voltage. Audiences are calling it phenomenal. Blue Suede Shoes has been held over by popular demand. Tickets can be purchased by calling 941-366-9000 or by visiting floridastudiotheater.org.
Welcome back to Suncoast View. We're going to check back in with Nikita from Geyer's Sausage Kitchen. And I see Joey has run away to join you, Nikita. What are you guys working on?
Yeah, I have him busy working, prepping the peppers and the onions, getting ready for the kebab.
Good. So. Make him cut onions. Maybe he'll cry.
Oh, no crying. We're excited because it's it's not the best weather this weekend for it, but it's grill season coming up.
It's grill season, and we're ecstatic because we got our new line of beef back in from Seminole for local Florida. We got everything ready to go.
Yes. All right, so we're excited for that, but we're excited to make the gumbo kebabs later.
Yep.
But first, we're going to make a project.
All right, make them work in there because we're working here. Linda?
Well, many of us would love to create great crafts and projects for our homes, but we don't have the tools or the knowledge to do it. The Makers Market in Bradenton makes it so easy for everybody. And today's owners, Jen Bade and Jenny Gunter, brought us a candlestick project. Welcome, ladies. Champions, I should say. You won a national award. Tell us about that.
We did. We've been working with a mentor from SCORE. They help small businesses get started. It's a nonprofit. We've been working with them since before we started, and there's a competition that they do every year, and we happen to be one of 102 national winners, and we're eligible for one of the 3 grand prizes.
Wonderful. Awesome. Tell us about Makers Market.
We do DIY workshops, so we have everything. We do classes. You can come. Everything's made by my dad. He's a master carpenter. You come. You can do any project that you want. Most nights, we do have special projects, which are bigger projects that we have during the week. But you can make anything you want, from wood signs to serving trays to blanket ladders.
And you have all the tools and the stuff and the paint and the mess.
Because I am seeing chair legs over there, which I don't have lying around at home. What are we going to do with those?
Well, these you can pick up at any home improvement store, and they're furniture legs. You get them in the lumber department, and then these are terracotta saucers, like pot saucers.
To put under your plants.
To put under your plants. And we're going to show you how to make something that you can do at home that's really easy. A trio of candlestick holders like this one that'll cost you $25.
Okay, so this is our final aspiration.
Yes.
All right.
So you first start out by buying 3 different sizes of table legs.
Okay.
If you have different types of banister legs or anything like that, you can cut them in half and even use that, so it'll be less expensive.
All right, I see Les has a tool. What's he going to do with that?
This is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
The first thing you want to do, it comes with screws, obviously, so you can interchange these in your furniture. But you want to remove, you just take a pair of pliers. They're really easy to make.
Before you do that, I have a loose tooth.
Yeah. Well, that's funny, Rita, because Jenny and I used to be a dental assistants.
This is how it all started.
Before stay-at-home mom life, we were dental assistants. So the first.
You got any laughing gas?
No, I don't. Not with me today.
I could use some. I'm a comedian.
Yes. So you'll take the screws out first, and then you'll take the terracotta pot bottoms, and you want to glue these to the table legs, but not just any glue. We tried E6000. That was one of the recommendations from Pinterest. E6000. That takes really long to dry. It'll come apart before you get started. This is what works the best. It's a two-part epoxy resin, and you have to mix it together. It smells like perm. Oh. So if you're from the 80s, you know what that smells like.
I absolutely do.
So you have to put out a bunch here. You'll probably need a whole tube of this to be able to make one pair of candlesticks or one trio of candlesticks.
Okay.
So we did a lot of mixing and dental assisting.
Oh, you're so good. You are good.
Yeah, so you mix that together.
That would be really bad
And it
if
smells-
you
yes.
got confused and put that in one of those forms you put in people's
Yes, you don't want to do that. That would be bad.
That does smell like that old beauty shop that
does.
your mother used to go to when you were a kid and you hated it.
Yes.
And we're back to my mother-in-law.
The screw has been removed.
Yay!
Good job.
Successfully.
Les'
Rita,
screw is loose.
So you just take that. You want to put
dispose the screw.
You want to put the epoxy resin on the bottom here. That works best instead of putting it on here.
Okay.
Load it up. Put that on there. Take your next one. Load it up on the top.
How long does it have to dry?
This sets in about, it's ready to go in like about 5 minutes.
Oh, great.
But if you want it to be permanent, you should probably
Not in the middle.
wait.
Not in the middle.
Yeah,
Okay,
you should
in the
probably
middle.
wait. Yes, in the middle.
OCD.
Yeah.
You're not going to let that slide.
So you want to do that to all three, and then you can wait overnight, or what we did. We do Facebook Live every Monday, and what we did, because we did this as a project, is that we painted everything first and then glued it together.
Oh, that's a
and
good
that saves
idea.
time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like for it not to be permanent.
Yeah.
I like it because
You want it to come apart.
Well,
You move
and
a
you
lot.
don't know when it's going to come apart, at a party or whatever. So we make bets.
Yeah, to see how long it
when
lasts.
and who, and
Or you might
someone
wanna
will
make a
be
chair.
embarrassed, and that's just more fun at our house.
Well, yeah. In case you ever want to make a chair, like Linda said, you can take it apart and use it for other things.
Nice. Nice.
So Jenny's going to show you what you do with the painting part.
Oh, I love to paint.
So this is chalk paint, and you can use any chalk paint. It doesn't matter as far as the brand.
I need gloves.
Okay, let's move
Well,
her.
I
Should we move
would.
her onto here?
So we've painted the first coat, so you can see. In order to get the finished of the distressed look,
Okay,
we
only
do two
one
colors.
hand needs a glove.
So if I want
Probably.
this to look kind of old,
Yes.
you can do one coat on the bottom,
Yes.
and then you put another coat on top.
So you pick the color. The base color is the color that you want peeking through. So that's
Okay.
why we did the turquoise for the base
Yeah,
coat.
I can see it peeking through right in there.
And then
Okay.
you'll just put the gray on over top on the whole
This?
thing.
Okay.
So I have
Oh,
some
you've
for
got
you
it out
here.
there. Good.
Yep.
Okay, here we go. Just anywhere?
And just go ahead and start painting.
It's not going to fall apart?
Hopefully not.
And then, and then once that
Only if it's
dries,
at my house.
is that where the sandpaper comes in?
Yes.
Yes,
Once
so
it
you
dries.
can distress it.
Okay, and then how do you do that? Do you
this
just give it a
centered.
rub? I know
You
this.
can do it actually on one of the finished ones if you want. We didn't do that step yet, so we were saving it for today.
Oh,
Take the candle
I
off.
did a
Okay.
little bit.
All
So
right.
Yeah.
I'm not supposed to leave parts showing. I'm supposed to cover them up.
You can.
No, you
It's-
can leave
it's your
something showing.
preference.
So this was painted but not yet distressed.
Well,
some of
I
it does
did.
show.
I did very lightly,
Very lightly,
but
okay,
it just
so-
depends on how much of that color, the base color, that you want coming through.
So you just give it a rub.
Oh,
Yes.
this is fun. You can get all of your aggressions out here. Think of your mother-in-law, Rita,
I'm
and
thinking of
paint.
it right now.
And chalk paint is very forgiving. It's your first coat. You might have paintbrush lines in it, but that's called your messy coat. It's,
Okay.
the
It's
technical
okay,
term.
right.
I got to
so
do 2 coats?
the first coat was the turquoise, and then you're doing the second coat, which
Oh, I
is the gray.
see.
Yeah,
I
so the
see.
first coat, you don't have to cover the whole thing completely. It doesn't have to be a nice thick coat because
So
you're going
I'm-
to cover it with another color.
And if you get like a paint glob or something, I'm assuming it'll
Just kind
sand
of
right
brush it.
off.
You can sand it off, too.
Okay. Do I need to seal this in any way with a wax or?
I would do a wax. We
polyurethane?
didn't do that yet, but you wax. You can just take some furniture wax. You can get Minwax brand, and it doesn't have to be Annie Sloan. It can be any kind of furniture wax. Take it on a rag, rub it in, and then buff it in. And then it'll make it.
I don't know if anyone's noticed, but I have successfully glued the 2 larger table legs onto the pot bottom.
And as a reward, I'm giving you this screw.
Thank you. It's always nice to get a screw as a reward.
Yeah.
You can have a trophy made out of it.
Yes, you walked into that. You walked into that.
And Makers Market has all kinds of classes, and you can attend those classes or you can do it yourself. Go to DIY Pro and find out when the classes are. You can go to their website for the times and the information.
And that's looking pretty. Look at how pretty that's looking.
I do. I like the way the green comes through.
You guys are doing great.
It's very
Next,
smooth.
a little
I'm
known
catching a
hair
wicked
trick.
buzz over here. Woo!
ABC 7 News at 7, weeknights.
CashNet USA is trusted by over 2 million customers.
Perfect. When I lean back, I trust that you will be there to catch me. Okay, bad idea, bad idea.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Watch ABC 7 wherever you are. Just search ABC 7 on your streaming device to keep up with the Suncoast from the comfort of your couch. Download ABC 7 now to watch us on TV anytime you want. ABC 7, we're here for you wherever you are. This is an ABC 7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at 5 o'clock. A case involving the use of excessive force by Sarasota police officers goes before the city's police advisory panel. And a big day for the Pinecraft community. A look at the new addition, expected to bring more people to that area. Now, let's get a check on the weather now with Chief Meteorologist Bob Harrigan. Bob?
Scott, big things going on right now over the Plains states, soon to be in our area, looks like on Sunday. Now, showers and thunderstorms there now, but the storm is really getting its act together over parts of Texas, Oklahoma, into Kansas. You can see all these areas in red. Those are tornado watches, and those watches will be shifting east on Saturday into the lower Mississippi Valley as the front heads that way. We'll have more on that front and what it means for our weekend weather coming up in just a few minutes. 80 degrees currently. We have some clouds around, but temperatures are pretty close to average. We'll be much above average tomorrow with highs in the mid to upper 80s. More on your forecast coming up at 5. See you then.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle. Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7.
So I just heard that they broke into the office of one of my personal attorneys. It's a disgraceful situation. It's a total witch hunt. I've been saying it for a long time.
The FBI raids the office of the president's lawyer. Trump warns Syria about a missile attack. So much for being unpredictable. I'm Alan Cohn. We're predictable at Ray Trapezoid every Friday.
Tonight on ABC 7 News at 7, your Suncoast News. We're here for you.
I heard about the Detoli Cancer Center through friends of mine who had been treated here and were very pleased with the treatment.
If there is prostate cancer, we at the Detoli Cancer Center will find it using 3D color flow Doppler ultrasound.
And that helped precisely identify where my cancer was. I can tell you that you will not find a finer, more professional team of clinicians anywhere in the world.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to Mesobook.com.
Keeping wavy and curly hair silky and straight in our humid climate is no easy task. It often involves a chemical salon treatment, and many of those actually release formaldehyde gas, which is toxic. Coral Please, owner of Cutting Loose Salons, is here to give us a safer and more natural smoothing option. Okay, this mortified me. So this Brazilian blowout we've all been so excited about releases bad chemicals?
And that's the lesser of the evil of the straighteners. So yes. A little history for straighteners. About 30 years ago, it was the Japanese straightener, and it was a permanent straightener. So when your hair grew back out, there was that line of demarcation, kind of like opposite of the permanent wave. And then keratin came, but you couldn't shampoo your hair for 3 days, put it in a ponytail, tuck it, nothing. So when Brazilian blowout came out a few years ago, it was a huge hit. And although they say there's no formaldehyde, there's another hide in it. So they are toxic.
Okay.
And so going back and forth, it's like the ladies know it, and we do have clean air fresheners, you know, that purify the air when we're doing them in the salon. But we're all excited, you know, guest and stylist, to be able to have a natural.
Okay, so tell us what it's called.
It's called Cezanne, and their tag is Smooth Hair, Clean Air. And it is derived from ceracine, which is a product from a silkworm cocoon. Really?
Oh, so you're going to put cocoon in the hair?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
then.
something like that. So if you think about it like a spider web, being silky and smooth but strong, well, that's where this is derived from.
All right, well, I love the fact that there's a natural option.
Yes.
So you have a model with you.
Yes. So this is our beautiful Amy, and when she came in, I wasn't paying attention, the before picture, she has
There we are.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
And that was really, her hair is actually curlier than that. She had manipulated a little bit before she came in. And now you can see the after product, how beautiful and smooth. She has a ton of hair.
Yes,
so
you
it
do.
took a long time.
It's beautiful.
But what I wanted to show you is because it's really a smoothing treatment. So I know Rita, coming here to Florida with humidity, how does it do on your hair?
Well, I grew up in Miami.
Okay,
and
there
I
you
used
know.
to ask my mother to iron my hair, and she used to put me in the hamper and leave me there for weeks. I'm very glad to get the opportunity to do that joke. Thank you very much.
So once we have the straightened hair, though, we do also have the opportunity to do some styling.
Right, so that's what I wanted to bring. And Nero, Paul Mitchell's new curling iron.
What is
Look at
that?
this, ladies. This is because remember when we were demoing beach waves? Well, it's difficult sometimes for the guest when it's this way to turn it this way. So it is already horizontal to get that beautiful beach wave. It gives you the little finger holders so you don't burn your fingers in it too.
That is fascinating.
Angle. So you can make it all angles, but this is a great one for the beach waves. So just because she just had the treatment yesterday, just because she has it straight doesn't mean that she can't wear it curly. The beach wave is truly the horizontal. Just don't put your fingers on it because it is hot.
How can you shampoo like a regular person with this and it doesn't come out?
Look at that. So yes, so thank you, good question. And
Yes.
it lasts 3 to 5 months, just depending. You have to have sulfate-free shampoo, which most things are anyway.
Right.
And it just gradually washes out of the hair, so as your natural curl comes back, it's a beautiful way to run it back
Not
in.
that I do, but for people who do color their hair.
Yes.
Not me. Can you put the treatment over the color?
And you know what it is, with the keratins, it still is you can see how silky and shiny and gorgeous it is. It's actually healthy for your hair.
Right, to have it in there. All right, we have learned 2 new very exciting things. A natural way to get the silky smooth hair, and by the way, the angled curling iron for beach waves.
To be a hit.
That is very, very cool because I'm not talented and can't do it, but maybe with that all I had to do was this.
But no, you're just like going this way, so now you
Hold
just
it
go
around
that way.
policemen, though.
Yes, very good. That may not
Be
go
very
through TSA.
careful. No.
All right, we're getting ready to head to the kitchen. You can always find everything we've talked about on Cutting Loose's website, cuttingloose.net, and go see Coral at her salon locations.
Want to know a secret? If you're looking for the best selection of area rugs at an unbelievable price, the only place you need to look is Rugs is Art. I know what you're thinking. Expensive, right? Wrong. Rugs is Art has the largest selection of area rugs on the west coast of Florida in a variety of styles, with 8x11 area rugs starting at $199. Largest selection, personalized service, and unbelievably low prices. You'll find it all at Rugs is Art.
Rugs as Art, Sarasota's only area rug superstore.
Choral Artists of Sarasota presents Saints and Singers. The powerful voices of the 40 choral artist singers are joined by acclaimed mezzo-soprano Amy Jo Connors, performing John Rutter's arrangements of such beloved spirituals as Joshua Fit the Battle of Jericho, When the Saints Go Marching In, and more. The concert also features medleys highlighting hits from Broadway and the sublime music of Cole Porter. Sunday, April 15th, 7:30 p.m. at First Church, Sarasota. Tickets and info are at choralartistsarasota.org or by calling 387-4900.
During the past 10 years, Tidewell Hospice volunteers have provided more than 1 million hours of service. They sit with patients, giving caregivers a break. They work in offices. They take their furry friends on pet therapy visits. They even clown around. Every task performed by a volunteer makes a difference in the lives of our patients and their families. Join Tidewell's volunteer team. They're truly 1 in a million. Tidewell Hospice. It's more than you think.
The thought of my sons growing up without me inspired me to quit smoking.
I talked to my doctors, and then I threw away all my cigarettes, ashtrays, and lighters.
I started exercising instead of smoking.
Letting my friends online know I was quitting kept me on track.
Staying away from alcohol when I was first quitting was key.
I kept on trying, learned something each time.
Do whatever it takes.
No matter how many times it takes.
We did it. You can too.
For free help, visit cdc.gov/tips.
So I kind of grew up all across the country. I come from 5 generations of military men. My dad is still active duty. My grandpa is retired Marines. I like going for runs with my dog. I love, taking her out to the dog beach over in Venice. There are so many things here to do on the Suncoast. My goal every day when I come into work at ABC7 is to tell your stories, give you that major local news and those details that you really care about. I'm Jacqueline Matter, and I'm here for you.
Northland Outdoors is about so much more than the biggest fish or the hottest hunting spots. All across the Northland, there are amazing people with incredible stories to tell. We're going to find those stories and share them with everyone. Join us each and every week as we explore the Northland and experience some of the most exciting outdoor adventures in the country right here in our own backyard. This is Northland Outdoors.
Yesterday we had a real treat. We had some amazing accomplished Suncoast authors on the show to talk about a great event coming up. It's an authors panel. We had Pat Mechanic, Lillian Lincoln Lambert, and Marcia Haygood, all part of a panel discussion and book signing coming up April 28th at the North County Library in Sarasota. Wonderful interview, wonderful ladies. For more information, you can go to the library's website to find out about the panel. We're going to be heading into the kitchen with Nikita from Geyer's Sausage Kitchen.
Check out mysuncoast.com/dining, your guide to the foodie lifestyle.
When money's tight and emergencies arise, CashNetUSA.com is available 24/7 to deliver quick loans for approved customers when they need it the most.
Apply now at CashNetUSA.com.
Money's on the way with CashNet USA.
Dot Pharmacy is a website verification program that helps you identify safe and trustworthy online pharmacies. Purchasing medicine online can be safe and easy. Just look for pharmacy to the right of the dot in website addresses.
This is an ABC7 News Update.
Hello, I'm Scott Dennis. Here's what's coming up at the top of the hour. A Lifetime Network show in Bradenton today, how it's trying to help make a Suncoast veterans home feel like a home again. And taking a look at first alert traffic right now, the southbound lanes of I-75 very slow going as you approach Ellington and US 301 exit there. You can see it lasts until almost State Road 64. Let's get a check now on our weather again with Bob.
Thanks, Scott. And things looking pretty warm right now. Mild out there, 80 degrees. We have a few more clouds around. The dew point temperature has come up now at 64 degrees, and winds are out of the southwest at 9. That moisture content will increase through on the day on Saturday. Well, big storms starting to fire up into Oklahoma and Texas, all the way up into Kansas tonight. It's associated with a strong cold front, which is going to have an impact on our weather. Right now, numerous tornado watches from Iowa all the way down into Texas. The details on your forecast coming up at 5. See you then.
ABC7, the Suncoast's official Florida lottery station.
The following message is brought to you by Mesobook.com.
People who have been diagnosed with mesothelioma have many questions. How did I get this disease? What are my treatment options? How will this affect my loved ones? You need answers, which is why we offer a free book written by medical professionals who have treated mesothelioma.
Call toll-free at 1-800-777-1366 or go to mesobook.com.
Did you know you could get life insurance in just a few minutes? With guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TrueStage, you can get up to $25,000 in protection with just a single phone call, and you cannot be turned down for any reason. Even if you have health problems or are living on a fixed income, TrueStage guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance policies could work for you. TrueStage cares for you the same way you care for your family. In fact, TrueStage policies are already protecting over 18 million Americans. TrueStage can help free your family from immediate financial stress when you're gone.
Utility bills, mortgages, car payments, those are a lot of things that can add up pretty fast.
My mom didn't have life insurance and the cost all fell on me. And that's expensive. We're still paying for that.
Yeah, we're still paying for that.
Call 1-800-809-8372 now. Any amount of protection can help, and you are guaranteed to be accepted. In just a few minutes, you can help prepare your family with protection amounts up to $25,000. There are no medical tests or health questions. And remember, you cannot be turned down for any reason. Getting life insurance can be fast and easy, and it could cost less than you think. Plus, your price will never increase, and your benefit will never decrease.
When I leave, everything will be taken care of for them.
Call 1-800-809-8372 now for a free, no-obligation quote. It's fast and easy. Plus, you get TruStage's 30-day satisfaction guarantee. Help protect your family from immediate financial burdens after you're gone with guaranteed acceptance whole life insurance through TruStage. Call 1-800-809-8372 today.
Coming up Monday at 4 on Suncoast View. One man's trash is everyone's art. We'll learn about an important Manatee County program that recycles Suncoast trash into surprising fashions. So online bullying is on many parents' minds. A new app can help. We will talk to its creators. Plus, a Suncoast Photography Studio's pet photos go viral. We'll learn about it. And Zoe's Kitchen joins us in our kitchen.
Welcome back. We are here with Nikita from Geyer's Sausage Kitchen. And Nikita, you are combining two great foods into one. Tell us what we're making.
I am. So everybody knows gumbo, you know, from the South. Our family's big into traveling, so that's why, because we kind of have sausages and lunch meats from everywhere. One of them being andouille, and I love that we do because you get to play.
Okay.
So instead of making a traditional gumbo, I put it on a skewer.
I love this.
Great idea.
Yes. Yeah, why not grill, you know, if you can. So it takes quite a bit of seasoning. Make your own marinade. It has, you can start pouring, that's paprika. We have thyme. There's garlic.
Oh, there's a lot of garlic.
A lot of garlic. All that garlic goes in. You don't. Yeah, you don't want to keep your distance.
This is the end of the show.
And that's more garlic. That's actually granulated garlic.
Oh.
Then we have oregano.
Rita, do you cook at home much?
Yes, I do. Right.
Oh,
that's
good.
cayenne. Yep, you have to put the full line. The cayenne gives it a little bit of a kick, and if you don't like it too spicy, you can adjust the cayenne as much. My family likes a little bit of spice.
Something won't come out here.
Oh, the onion powder.
Onion powder. Come on, you can do it.
It's onion, right? Onion.
A little shy.
Okay, oil.
A little bit of olive oil.
My gosh.
Some
and
salt. Yeah.
Oh, this is a serious
Yeah.
marinade.
If you would come to my house and put these in little cups like this.
It'd be easy,
I
right?
could cook.
So once you get all that, now you want to whisk it all together. And then that's your marinade for the shrimp.
Ooh,
and the best part, if you want to do your veggies and stuff, you can. And while she's doing that, I'm going to start frying the okra. So
And I put the shrimp in here, right?
Just dump all the shrimp in there.
I'm going to dump it in.
You want it to let it sit usually for about an hour,
Okay.
overnight if you plan ahead. If you don't, that's okay.
Okay.
And then the okra, you just want to fry and batter the okra.
Now, Linda perked right up when you said you were making fried okra.
I'm from Atlanta. We
So
love our fried okra.
Oh my
we
gosh,
do.
we do. And I don't know if you've ever tried, we carry Everglades seasoning. We have their fry batter mix. You don't have to add anything, so I cheat
Okay.
out of there and I use their fry batter.
All right, and is it cornmeal
Do we
based?
put this whole thing in? Then,
You're going to want to use pieces.
Pieces. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
Uh-oh,
They're
what's
not-
going on over there?
They're shy.
I
They're
just
shy.
I fired myself.
So you guys start sticking, and you can layer a piece of sausage in there if you'd like. I'm going to start frying the okra up. Now the okra don't take long at all. So
We always called it okra, where I came from.
And you fry them in pieces, not whole. I like that.
Yeah, I like the pieces because if you can kind of see on the skewers here, see it adds
Oh,
just
they're
a little
on there.
bit.
Oh, there's
You
some
put the-
extras down here I've been picking at.
You want to dump them in.
Yeah. Should we put the shrimp on now?
You can, yep, you can put the shrimp on now if you'd like.
I love they checked with each other first, and then they asked the teacher.
I didn't want to interrupt you, and
That's fine. That is no problem.
I didn't want to commit.
Typical man.
But yeah, so you fry the okra, and as they're layering the okra, and I like to do it like this because I like the crumbs that you get on the top.
Yeah, is
So
that a cornmeal based? That is really yummy.
It is, isn't it? It's excellent.
Come on over.
So while they are frying, here, let me take my gloves off.
I need a tomato to make it pretty.
Uh-oh, she's taking the gloves off. This could get
Yeah,
crazy.
I know. Now we're going to step it up a little bit. Now what's great with this is you can broil it or put it on the grill.
Look how beautiful. Beautiful.
And I like this for parties because you can you want food you can walk around with.
Yeah, it's a nice party food, and like we said, like our weather on the Suncoast here is awesome.
Okay, there's a kick in that shrimp.
There is a kick Yeah, there is the cayenne. That's what I said. The cayenne you can adjust if you like spicy or not so spicy.
Your face is red.
Why did
Get
they,
down to the rest of it so we can try the shrimp.
why did they put me so far away from the food?
I thought you were getting a free lunch.
What
You have a reputation.
I
We used to
do.
pass a
My
kebab down
reputation
to.
Pass one I haven't touched. Here, pass that down. Go right for the shrimp, Rita. I want to watch your eyes.
Okay. First I'm going with the tomato.
Yeah, what's nice is it only takes a few minutes to do it. So once the okra is fried now, and then you
It's
stick
going.
the okra, it's going.
It's
Linda, I
really
bet you
good.
made this growing up.
Oh, I did. I still do.
Do you?
This is one of our Christmas dishes.
Oh, I love
Look
it.
at yours is perfect.
That's
All right.
a skewer there, buddy.
That is very
Why don't you
impressive.
love mine?
This is a little fuller.
Okay.
These are Cajun gumbo kebabs, and Nikita has all the supplies for you at Geyer's Sausage Kitchen, and we especially like the fried okra on it as well. So fun. Thank you for sharing with us. Linda, you want to try?
Oh, after her face when she ate that shrimp?
All right. Rita, what a thrill. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Les, thanks for bringing us.
I'm almost at the shrimp.
Here
See
comes
her
the spicy
Friday
part.
and Saturday. Early shows are almost sold out. Better seating on the late shows. Come
All
on
right.
now.
Spicy? Yep, we got her. All right, I'll fire it up. Take some time. Enjoy the Suncoast view.